5 years ago, Life Art was all new, and people wondered, what will my family and my friends think? But from my first experience with the product, I could see what a difference it could make. Today, families are asking what choices are available and are really considering the environmental issues. I really love to give these families a more memorable, very personalised service.
Well, we've always been good planners, so it was no shock to the kids when we planned our own funeral. We eloped, we've travelled, and we've raised 4 kids.
We were shown all the choices by the funeral home.
I love roses, so I chose the rose design.
I chose the timber. I still like the traditional look.
Typical. We could never get him to wear anything fashionable.
Well, the kids liked our choices. It isn't about age, it's about attitude.
When my first husband passed away, I was terrified of coffins, choosing it, looking at it. They just all said death to me. And I know it was upsetting for the children because they were just teenagers at the time. And I believe it's one of the hardest decisions to have to make. But after David passed away, I heard about Life Art and I decided to choose them.
We chose a custom coffin with designs of David's favourite activities, such as gardening, bushwalking, and we had photos of family occasions, and all my children wrote special messages on the coffin. It really made a difference. It felt joyful. I know David would love it.
Yes, and it helped us all to cope with our emotions at the ceremony. And I know that David's funeral will always be a lovely memory.
I was not keen on the idea at all. I balked at the idea, and Dad wasn't that sort of person, mate. And yeah, I was really pushing for a traditional coffin.
Yeah, so it took a fair bit of coaching to get him to trust my judgment. I mean, Mum and I, we were just talking about Dad and some design ideas. It really evolved from there. Like, Dad was never called by his real name, so he had his nickname on the coffin. It was nice.
And we used some of the country images that he loved so much, and even one of his favourite sayings.
Yeah, admittedly it was the best choice. I couldn't believe the impact the coffin had on everything, so I thought it was going to be a concern, but at the end of the day, our friends, family, they were just talking about Dad and really making a point on how wonderful the coffin looked. So I would encourage anybody looking at design a coffin to make that choice.
People say it's the perfect choice for the baby boomers, and from the number of pre-booked funerals, I know that to be a fact. Baby boomers are making their Life Art choice now. But it's not just for them, nor the young. It's for the person, not the age. In fact, my most memorable was a 92-year-old lady. I just want people to have that choice.